Testing, testing. All right, riders, it's time to get going. Get your gloves on, helmets on, and come round to the back of staging. Let's do it. All right, looks like racing's already underway, and we've got our mini wheelers out on track. Lacey, Eleanor, Jace, Henry, Georgina, Darcy, Waverley, and Luca out there. I can see the 322 rider of Darcy there, and the 72 rider of Georgina coming down the final straight. Georgie's got this one under control at the moment, but a fight back by Hepburn. It's going to be go to the line. Oh, it's a close one there. I don't know which one that went. Through comes Eleanor as well. Is that her first race meet, Maddie, at a state? Nice work. Sure we'll see a turbo jersey on her soon. All right, first race up in the gate is going to be a cruiser 8 to 10 boys. Gate drops in our first race today, and it's going to be the Cruiser 8 to 10 boys. Isaiah, Dougie and Geordie out there. It looks like it's going to be a strong start by Dougie on the inside as he comes around. Geordie's going to have to go around the outside and gets it done in the corner. It's going to be Geordie popping up in the whole shot on the number 67 bike. Coming back, and it's going to be Dougie in the second, followed by Isaiah in the third. Down that second straight they go. Into the corner and around we go. It is still Geordie. Hold on to the lead at the moment. Round he goes, but Dougie's all over that back wheel trying to fight it back down that third straight. He's trying to close it down. There's about half a bike in it at the moment as they fly down the third. Can Geordie hold on to it in the final turn? He's got it under control at the moment, but it's not going to be easy for him. He's going to fight this one all the way to the line. It's going to go Geordie, Dougie, Isaiah. All right, it's our Cruiser, 15 to 16 girls, Harmony, Chelsea, Emily out there on track. All our Launceston riders travel down today to race 7 City, and it is going to be who's going to pop out in the lead. We're waiting for plates to come around. It is going to be our third. It's going to be our 14 that's coming out in front. It is Emily. It's got the lead at the moment, but Chelsea's coming back. Got the inside line. She's going to try to squeeze down the inside, but it's going to be Emily holding on to it at this stage. Chelsea all over the back wheel trying to find a way past on the 161, and then it's going to be Hartman. He's sitting in the third at the moment. Down the third straight they go. Still holding on to the lead at the moment is Emily Lynn from Launceston as she comes around the final turn and heads for home. It is still her all the way to the finish. It looks like it's going to go Emily, Chelsea, Harmony. All right, it's our Cruiser, 13 to 14 boys out on track. Alexander, Landon, Parker and Nicholas. It looks like Barry's got the lead at the moment, but it's all over his back wheel. It's going to be Landon. Sweet's there as well in the mix. Trying to find a way past 3 wide into the corner, but it's going to be Barry pop out as only just. Then it is going to be Sweet and Landon in the second and third position. Sweet's popped up into the second, and Landon's going to settle for third at this stage, but he won't give up as he fights around. Into the third straight they go. Barry's got this under control at the moment as he heads down the third straight. Sweet's on the inside trying to squeeze past, but at this stage is still Barry holding on to it. Sweet's into the second position all over his back wheel, and then he's Landon in the third, and it is going to be Alexander in the fourth, but that's how they're going to finish. Barry, Sweet, Landon, Alexander. All right, is our Cruiser 17-24 women. It is Izzy, Claire, and Claire out there on track, and it looks like it's going to be Izzy. It's got the lead at this stage over 21 rider of Claire Farrell out there with Claire Tonks not too far behind. Into the second we go. Izzy on the 23 coming down nice and strong in there. Just got a nice little lead over Claire at the moment. It is the two Claires, though, trying to chase down our race leader, which is going to be Izzy Beams. Into the third straight she goes, cruising down through that rhythm section, well under control in this race, and it looks like it is going to go the way of Izzy as it stands. It's going to go Izzy, Claire Farrell, followed by Claire Tonks at this stage. All right. Moving up now, we're going on to a cruiser, 40 to 44 men. Brad, Joe, Ben, Leo, Graham, and Cruz out there. It is going to be Williams, though, that's got the whole shot on this one. Looks like it's going to be Pemberton that's going to slide up into the second position with Oxley in the third, but Oxley's going to fight this one back. Coming down side-by-side action for second position at the moment. It is going to be Oxley on the outside, Joe on the inside. Oxley's gone past him into that second position. It is still Cruz out in front at the moment, taking the lead. It's quite comfortably at the moment. Into the third, straight they go. It is at this stage going to be Cruz. Williams take this one. Looks like Oxley might hold on to the second at the moment. Pemberton in the third. Looks like Graham's in there on the fourth at the moment, but it is going to be Brad that's trying to fight it back, and it's going to be action now for the fourth position. Brad's going to squeeze past Graham. Six sprockets out on track. It is Tilly, Belmont, and Briley out there. Down the first straight they go. It is going to be Tilly on the 51 at the moment that's got the lead at this stage as she heads into the first corner. Well under control at the 51 is at the moment as she comes down. Then it's going to come back to Belmont in second position on the 22 bike. And then it is going to be Briley on the third position on the 81. Into the third we go, cruising down through. It is still going to be Tilly holding on to this one, well into control at this stage. And as we head for home, it is going to go Tilly, Belmont and Briley on this one. Moving up, we're on to our seven sprocket boys. It is Ari, Carson, Liam and Kai out there. It is going to be our London rider, 919 Carson rider at the front at the moment. It looks like he's got this whole shot covered, and then it's going to be Ari Brewer by the look of it in the second position as we come back to Liam and Kai sitting in third and fourth. But it is still going to be our leader of Carson out in the lead at this stage. Ari's got it second position, well and truly locked at the moment on that 23 bike with Hepburn sitting in the fourth and Kai in the fifth at this stage. But our race leader turns for home, and it is going to be the 919 Carson take this one. Gate drops on our 17 to 24 women, and it is going to be Casey Kirkland that's got the strong start on this one, but Hannah's gone with her all over her back wheel. It is going to be Hannah Payton in the second position, Sarah Rushworth in the third at this stage, but Casey's pulled away a little bit, opened up a nice little lead at the moment as she comes down that second straight. Hannah's trying to keep with her. There's about two bikes in it, but she's trying to go with her all the way, and it's still going to be that Wynyard rider of Casey out in the lead at the moment on the 33. Hannah sitting on the 215, not too far behind, and it's going to be Sarah sitting in the third on the number 11 bike. But as we turn for home, it is going to be Casey at this stage, still holding on to the lead over Hannah, about four bikes in it at this stage as they head for the final straight, and it is going to be Casey take that one. All right, 17 to 24 men up there now, and it is going to be Maddie Hepburn, Maddie Duncan, Brody Jackson, Joel Toon, and Clay Irwin out there at this stage. It looks like it might be Duncan out in the lead at the moment. That's right, it is going to be Duncan out in the lead. It's then going to be our number 17 rider, which is going to be Brody Jackson in the second position, coming back through the group, and it is going to be in our third. I'll wait for a plate to come round. It's going to be 802, which is going to be Clay sitting in the third. But it is going to be Matty Duncan. He's got this well under control as he heads for the final straight and heads to that finish line. It's going to go Duncan for the win. Moving through them fast today. We are now up to our 10 girls. Bristol, Macy and Reevy out there. Looks like it's going to be a strong start by Bristol, I think, out in the lead at the moment with Reevy in the second, maybe? Yes, that's right. It is going to be Bristol Ellison and the number 81 out in the lead at the moment. Not too far behind, though, is going to be Reevy Jackson on the 51. Then we're going to come back to our 808 rider, which is going to be Macy in the third. At this stage, though, Bristol's got this well under control as she heads down that third straight. Not too far behind, though, trying to close that gap up is going to be Reevy in the second position. Turns and heads for home, and it is going to go the way of Bristol, Reevy, Macy on this one. Gate drops on this one. It is our 14 boys, all local riders. Southern City, Billy, Noah, Max and Bailey out on track. All right, looks like it might be Headlam out in the lead at the moment. I'm going to try figure this out. I think it might be Noah sitting in the second with Billy in the third, Bailey in the fourth. Heading down that second straight they go. Headlam with nice little double manual as he heads into that second turn. It's not too far behind him is Noah, though, trying to close it down, but it is Headlam about 3 bikes in front at the moment. Noah's trying to go with him, and then it looks like Billy's trying to make a move to try to close into that second position. Can Noah hold on to the second? At this stage, looks like Headlam's got this under control for the win, but who's going to get the second place? It looks like it might be Noah at this stage, but Billy's coming strong. It's going to go Noah, Billy, Bailey. Away we go, and it is going to be our 15 girls, Dusty, Lily, Chelsea, Isabel, Emily and Grace. It's 3 wide action as they come down that first straight. Fielding's got it only just at this stage, but she's got it over Lily at the moment by the look of it. And it looks like it's going to be number 19 is going to be Lily Farrell. That 119 that's going to pop up into the second position. Then it's going to come back into our third, which is going to be the 200 rider of Dusty in the third. But it is Fielding that's got the lead at the moment over Lily at this stage as they turn and head for home. It looks like Fielding's going to hold on to this one. And then Lily Farrell's going to slot in for that second position. Then it's going to come back to Dusty for the third, Chelsea for the fourth. Gate drops on our 15 boys. Jake, Nate and Parker out on track. They're all going to go side by side down this first straight. It looks like it is going to be full action into this first corner. We'll see who they pop up in front. It's going to be our 259. Nate's going to get the lead at this stage, followed by Barry, followed by the 44 of Jack in the third. Down that second straight they go. Barry's all over his back wheel. Can he find a way past? Still trying to battle it out there. It is going to be 259 still in the front. Nate Medcraft's got this one under control at the moment. Only about half a bike in it as they turn and head for the final turner. Can Barry make a move to try to steal the win? But I don't think he can. I think it is going to go Nate on the... Jack is still going to go Nate on this one, followed by Barry, followed by Jack. All right, 8 boys up. It is Logan, Ethan, Jackson, and Carson out there. Rightio, it looks like it might be Logan, all in pink out there in the lead at this stage. But who's come up on the inside? It's going to pop up. It's going to be our 205 rider. No, 235 rider. Carson's in the second position by the look of it. But it's still going to be the local rider, Logan, out in the front at the moment. He's got the third straight as he powers down through it. Sitting in third place is our 2-3 rider, which is going to be Ethan sitting in the section in the third position. So it looks like it is going to go Logan for the win, followed by Carson for the second, and then Ethan's going to slot in for the third, Jackson for the fourth. Call on this one early. This is the class of the day. 10 boys out on track. It is a full gate of 8 riders. The only one we have today, so let's get behind this one. We got Vito, Lockie, Lucas, Marty, Isaiah, Dougie, Geordie, and Logan out there. Who's going to pop up in the lead? I can see Pemberton's got the second position, but it is going to be our 7A of Lockie Robinson in the first as they come down that first straight. Slotted into the third position. I'm going to have to try to see him. I think it might be Geordie in the third, but it is going to be Pemberton trying to chase down our race leader of the 7A rider of Lockie Robinson. Down they go down that third straight. There's not much in it. Marty's on too far behind him. There's about a bike and a half in it at this stage as they turn for home. It is going to be the 7A rider that's going to take this one out though. And it's going to go Lockie, followed by Marty, followed by Geordie. I think Dougie might have been in after that. 12 girls out on track. Harmony, River, Lillian Tonks, and Charlie Eves out there. They group up pretty tight here as they come into that first corner, but looks like it might be River that's got this one at the moment on the 911. And then I think it's going to be Harmony. He's going to pop up in the second position on the number 12 bike. Down that second straight we go. Still fighting for that third position at the moment. It could go either way, but our leader is still going to be River Burgess at the moment out in the front. Harmony's trying to close that gap down. There's not a huge amount in it. It could still happen at this stage, anyone's race. Down into the third and final turn we go and head for home. And it's still going to be River Burgess on the lead at this stage. Harmony's not letting her get away with it easy though. She tries to close it down. He's going to go River on this one. 11 boys out on track, but this is a tight little group as they tail down that first straight. It looks like it's going to be potentially Harrison out in the lead at the moment, and then it's a battle for second, but it looks like it might be Sweet that's going to pop up into the second position. Looks like Landon's trying to fight it out for the third at the moment. There's not much in it between these four riders. It could go either way. Sweet's trying to find a way past Harrison, but at the moment he's got the inside line. Sweet's going to have to go the long way around if he wants this win. He's going to have to fight for it. Harrison holds the inside line. Sweet's going to have to try come under him. They're going to battle this one to the line. It is Harrison, the smallest leads at the moment. Harrison's got Sweet, only just. All right, moving up to our 11 boys. Cameron, Fitzy, Alexander, Matthew, and Chase out there. It is going to be the number 11 rider of Chase Chapman. It's going to take this one out in the front, followed by our 21 rider, which is going to be Cameron Field in the second. Bit of a battle going up there for third. I think it might be Fitzy trying to battle it out. Oh, nice little block moved in there, though, by our 318 rider. Our 38 rider, which is going to be Alexander, holding on to that third, but only just at this stage. But it is still going to be the number 11 rider of Chase has got this well under control at this stage and going to take the win. The battle, though, is for third at this stage. I think Fitzy might squeeze it on the line. Moving through still, we're up to our 40 to 44 men. Brad, Joe, Matthew, Leo, Ben out there. Joe's got the inside line over Oxley at the moment, and then I can see Matty in there for the third at this stage. Then we're coming back to Brad and Leo, but it is still Joe in the lead at this stage on that number 71. It is Joe leading this one, but only just over what looks like it might be Oxley holding on to the second over Matty in the third. Down that third straight they go. Can he hold on to the lead and take this win? It looks like Joe's well in control at the moment, but anything can happen in racing. And as we go to the finish line, it is still going to be Joe at this stage. It looks like it's going to be Oxley for the second, Matty for the third. All right, gate drops on our junior superclass women, Fielding, Owens, Broomfield, and Farrell. All right, it looks like at this stage Fielding's got the whole shot, but it is going to be Talia that fights it back, but it is still Grace at this stage on the inside line over Talia, holding on to it only just. Lee sitting there in the third. It is still Fielding holding on to the lead at the moment. That home track advantage is paying off at the moment. Talia's got a bit of work to do as she tries to close it down. It is still Fielding holding over the win at the moment, and it is going to be Fielding well and truly in front and control of this race at this stage. And it is going to go Fielding, followed by Broomhall, followed by Farrell. Junior Superclass man is out and it's going to be Cruz. That's got the whole shot on this one already, well under control. But Headlam's trying to fight it back, and then it's going to be Russell not too far behind that. At this stage, Cruz is in front by about half a bike at the moment. Slots up into that first position, followed by Headlam on the 136 as they power down that second straight. Nice little move by Headlam as he tries to go up on the inside under Cruz, but he cuts the door on that one and it keeps going down. It is going to be Cruz still holding on to the lead. Now he really opens up that power and he comes down the river straight. Headlam sitting in the third, Russell in the third, Headlam in the second, Russell in the third at this stage. And it looks like that's how they're going to finish. All right, gate drops on our superclass man. It is Byron, Darcy, Reese, Oliver and Justin out there. Looks like Byron might have the lead at this stage, but Ollie's going to try and go under him, and he snuck in there in the first place. It is Holly that steals the whole shot. Rush is going to fight this one back as they go up. Oxley in the third as well. Darcy's there in the fourth. It is going to be Byron, though, that's taking that lead back in that second turn. Beam sitting in the second position, Oxley in the third as they turn and head for home. Can he hold on to that second? Ollie's trying to fight it back, trying to get that win, but it is going to go the way of Byron Rush, Ollie Beams, Justin Oxley. All right, back to our mini-wheelers. I've missed the start on this one, but it is our mini-wheelers are out on track at the moment. It looks like it's going to be Georgina on the number 72 out there. And it's going to be Darcy. No. Yeah, Darcy on the 3-2-2 coming through in the second. Eleanor's going to slot in for the third, followed by our 67 rider, which is going to be Henry. They keep coming, though. It's our number 28 today, which is going to be Luca coming in next. And Waverley's going to finish this one out. All right, we're back to our 8 to 10 cruiser boys. Dougie, Geordie and Isaiah are out there, and it is side-by-side action between Dougie and Geordie. Geordie's just going to squeeze past that one up into the lead at this stage, and it's going to be Dougie that tries to fight this one back with Isaiah not too far behind him as well. Down that second straight we go, and we're done and dusted into the second turn. It is Geordie that opens up a little bit of a lead now. He's got a bit of a comfortable gap now, but it's Dougie trying to fight it back, and he's fighting it back really well through this rhythm section. He's gone from 3 bikes back to right on his back wheel. They're going to battle this one over the line, these two, but it is going to be Geordie holding onto it at the moment. Dougie's a fast finisher, though, and it's going to be half a bike in it. It's I don't know which way that went. I think it might have been Geordie just on the line. Gate drops on our next cruiser, 15 to 16 girls. Emily, Harmony and Chelsea out there. Looks like Chelsea might have the lead at this stage, but only just with Emily right behind her. Yes, that's Chelsea. It's going to pop up in the first position into that second straight with Emily trying to close the gap down now on the 14 bike. Harmony's not too far behind and in the mix as well. Down that second straight we go, and it's going to be Chelsea Tuck still holding onto the lead at this stage as she turns and heads into the ribbon section. What happens here now? Can we find a way for Emily to fight it back as they pump their way down through it? It is Emily trying to close that gap down, and it's also Harmony trying to chase both down, but it is going to be Chelsea Tuck out the lead at the moment. Got this well under control, heading for home. She's going to take this one out by the look of it. All right, Cruiser, 13 to 14 boys out on track. Parker, Nicholas Landon, Alexander out there. It is Barry that's got the start. It is then going to be Nicholas Sweet and Landon Mason that are all over his back wheel going with him. Sweet's going to slide up into the second position. He's trying to try challenge for that lead, but it is Barry holding on to it at the moment. Down that second straight we go. Barry followed by Sweet, followed by Mason in that third position. Around the corner we go. It is still Barry in the front at the moment. Bit of a challenge here going though with the two riders behind him trying to close it down. It is still Sweet in the second position. Landon's going to try to sneak past him, try to slot into the second, but it is going to be Sweet. Oh, the move's been made by Sweet. He's going to take this one. Barry's going to try to fight it back. I'm not sure which way this one's going to go. I don't know where that went. Mick's called it. Barry's got that one on the line. There's 17 to 24 women. Claire and Isabel out there, but it's going to be Izzy out in the lead at this stage. Izzy takes the whole shot on this one as she pushes up into that second straight. It is going to be Claire Farrell sliding up into the second position. Izzy now moves into that rhythm, well and truly comfortable in this race as she powers down through that rhythm section. And then it is going to be followed by Claire Farrell and Claire Tonks. All right, gate drops on this one. It's a good one too. 40 to 44 men Cruiser. Cruz, Joe, Graham, Brad, Ben, and Leo out there. It is going to be Cruz out in the lead at this stage. It's going to be Joe slotted up into that second with Oxley in the third. Then we come back through with Graham sitting in the fourth and Brad Johns in the fifth, Leo in the sixth. But it's still Cruz Williams out in front at the moment, cruising around this track, well in control. It's going to be Joe sitting in that second position, trying to keep that lead over Ben Oxley, who's currently trying to chase him down in the third. But it's going to be Cruz take this one out comfortably, followed by Joe, followed by Oxley. All right, it's Sprocket Rocket time, and there's Belmont, Biley, and Tilly out there. Good start by Tilly. She powers down that first straight, but it's gone with her. It's going to be Belmont on second place as well. Two Southern City riders going at it in that first straight. Around the corner we go, and it is going to be Tilly that's going to pop up into that first position. Then we're going to come back, and it's going to be Belmont on the 22 in the second position, followed by Briley in the third on the 81. All right, still powering down that rhythm section. It is still going to be Tilly out in the lead over Belmont at this stage, with Briley still sitting in that third position. Tilly's pushing around and turning that bike, heading for home now. She can see the win in her side as she powers down that final straight, gets through those little bits, and she's down to the final part, and now she's got that win under control. Seven sprockets out on track. Ari, Liam, Carson, and Kai. It is going to be our Launceston rider of Carson out in the lead at this stage, followed by might be Ari from Southern City in the second position. It is. Ari's popped up in that second. Then we're going to come back to our 320 rider of Liam in the third, followed by Kai in the fifth. Still going to be our Launceston rider, Carson, who's got this under control of the. Got a nice little lead as he heads down through that rhythm section. It is going to be Ari still trying to close that gap on him, but he's got it well under control at the moment as he turns and heads for home. And this one's going to go the way of Carson Ryder from Launceston. We're away on our next race, which is going to be our 17 to 24 women. It is going to be Casey Kirkland from Wynyard BMX Park out in the lead on that 33, with Hannah trying to close it down from Southern City in that second position. Coming back through, it is Sarah Rushworth on the number 11. Down that second straight they go, and it is still going to be our leader, Casey from Wynyard, in the lead at the moment. Into the ribbon section we go. Hannah's trying to go with her, trying to close it down, but it is still well and truly in control by Casey at this stage. Hannah's got what she got left in it as she tries to come through that ribbon section, turns and heads for her final turn, and it's still going to be Casey that takes this one out. Hannah's going to have to settle for second with Sarah in the third. Gate drops in now, 17 to 24, and it is Joel, Matthew, Clay, Brody, and Matty Hepburn out there. But it is Matty Duncan that's got this one at the moment. He's going to power out in that first position. Coming back with him, though, is the number 17 rider, which is going to be Brody Jackson, sitting in that second position, trying to come down on him, but it is going to be Duncan well and truly in control at the moment of this race. Into the ribbon section we go. It's the number 65 bike of Duncan, well and truly heading down. Not too far, though, behind him is going to be Brad sitting in that second position. No, Brody's sitting in that second position. Then we're going to come back, and it is going to be the 802 rider, which is going to be Clay in the third, followed by Hepburn in the fourth. Ten girls out on track. It is going to be Reevy, Macy, and Bristol out there. It is going to be Bristol, though. It's got the early start on this one over Reevy as they power down that first straight. It is the number 81 rider of Bristol that's going to pop up in that whole shot position. Reevy's trying to close it down on the number 51, but she's still got a bit of work to do here because Bristol has left this one and she's gone. Into that rhythm section she go, powering open that lead now as she comes down that third straight. Really going to work this rhythm section strongly as she works her way through it and really starts to open up a commanding lead. But I tell you what, Reevy Jackson's trying to close that down. She's not going to give up at this stage. 808 rider of Macy's now heading into the rhythm section as well. But it's our race leader that is going to be Bristol Ellison take this one out. Fourteen boys drop on this gate, and it is going to be Max, Bailey, Billy, and Noah out there. It's a strong start by Noah on the outside. Max has got the inside, and they're going to go side by side in this first turn. Noah's been pushed up high. He's going to have to fight this one back, but it's going to be Headland that's going to pop out in the lead, followed by Noah in the second. There's going to be Billy and Bailey. Bailey's made a move. He's slotted up into third position. Billy's going to have to fight this one back because he's here and he's here to race. Billy's going to try to fight it back, though. It is going to be Headland, though, still leading this one. Noah sitting in the second. Bailey is holding on to third, but only just. Billy's trying to find a way on the outside. Can he make a move in the final turn? No, but it looks like it's going to go Headland. And look out now, Bailey's coming for Noah. Can Bailey make up the second position? No, it's going to go Noah, Bailey, Billy. Away we go in our 50. Chelsea, Grace, Dusty, Emily, Lily, and Bella out there, but it's going to be Fielding out in the lead at this stage at the moment. Looks like it might be Lily that's going to slide up into that second position. Not too far behind her is going to be the 200 rider of Dusty in the third, followed by Chelsea in the fourth. Still Fielding's got this under control as she whips around that second turn into that ribbon section. Powering down through that now, it is going to be Grace Fielding in the lead at this stage. Not too far, though, behind her and trying to close it down. It's going to be Lily Farrell. She's going to have to settle for second on this one by the look of it. And then we're going to come back and it's going to be Dusty for the third. All right, here we go. 15 boys out on track. It is going to be Nate, Jack, and Parker out there. Oh, Parker's going to try and make a move under both of them here, and he's going to come up into the second position. He's gone from third to second, but he's going to have to fight hard now. It is still going to be 44 of Jack trying to fight it back, and he's got him back at this stage. It is going to be at this stage, so it's going to be Nate's got the lead at the moment. And it's going to be Nate, followed by Jack, followed by Parker on this one. All right, it is our 8 boys out on track. It is Carson, Logan, Ethan, and Jackson out on track. It looks like it's going to be that number 19 rider of Logan. It's going to pop up in the lead, not too far behind. It's the 285 of Carson. Then we're going to come back, and it's going to be Ethan and Jackson out there as well. But it is Logan that's got the lead at this stage. But it's not a huge lead at the moment. It is going to be Carson that's challenging him. He's going to try and find a way to slot past in the last and final turn. But it's that number 19 of Logan. He knows what he wants, and he's going to hold on to that lead. Can he keep it to the finish line? It looks like he might be able to. It's going to go Logan, followed by Carson. All right, we have 10 boys out on track. It is that full gate, and there's a huge amount of riders coming down this first straight. But it is going to be our 7A rider that's going to pop up in the lead. It's going to be Lockie out in the lead. Pemberton's all over his back wheel, and so is Geordie. They also want to try to slide it back. Dougie's in there in the mix as well. Into that second berm they go. Can Pemberton find a way past at this stage? It is still going to be Lockie out in the lead at the moment. And it's going to be Barney in the second, Geordie in the third. But I tell you what, Dougie, he's made a move, and he's now slotting up into the 4th position. He's going to try to fight this one out. Oh, no, another move's been made there in that corner. But it is going to go the way of Lockie's going to take this one out. Marty for third, Geordie for third. All right, it is River out in the front of the 911 at this stage. Then we're going to come back, and there's going to be our 555 rider of Lillian Tonks out in that second position. Harmony sits in the third. It is still River, though, well and truly in control at the moment, heading down that third straight. Then it's still going to be... Lillian sitting there in the second position. Bit of a battle, though, for Harmony. She's trying to find a way past. She's going to try and pop up the next to her, but it is still going to be Lillian that holds on to the second position. It's not going to be much in it, though, and Harmony was a fast finisher there. 11 boys out on track now. It is Willem, Chase, Jacob, Matthew, and Alexander. It is our first of 2 gates for 11 boys. It looks like it might be Chase that's going to try and come up on the inside, and he's got a nice little move there. He's going to pop up in the front. There's going to be Chase Chapman sitting in the lead with 515 rider of Jacob Fobb sitting in the second. Down through the group we go, and it is going to be... I'll have to wait to see the number come around on this one, as I missed it as he came past. It is going to be our 38 rider, which is going to be Alexander in the third, holding on to that third position. But it is our leader of Chase Chapman that's got this one under control. He's going to push for the finish line and take the win on this one. All right, it is our second group of 11 boys out there. It is going to be Fitzy, Cameron, Nicholas, Harrison, and Landon out there. Oh, it's a tight little group, this one, as they power down this first straight. What's going to pop out in front? Looks like it might be Harrison's going to find a way out into that lead. It is. He's going to pop up in the lead at this stage. Then it looks like it's going to be Nicholas Sweet holding onto the second position, but only just. Landon wants a bit of this action as well as he comes into that second turn. Right, nice low move there as he tries to come through, but it is going to be Sweet holding on to second position in the stage. But well and truly under control at the moment. It is going to be Harrison Farrell out in the lead. Turns and heads home. It is going to be Farrell at this stage. Sweet sitting in second position. Mason in third. Then we're going to come back to our 21 rider, which is going to be Cameron in the fourth. Gate drops in our 40 to 44 men. It is Burgess, Pemberton, Lorenzo, Johns, and Oxley out there. It just looks like it's going to be Pemberton out in the lead at this stage. Oxley's gone with him, and then it is going to be Marty in the third. Down that second we go. It is still going to be the 71 rider of Joe out in the lead at this stage. He's not got much of a lead over Hoxley, who's in second at this stage. And Matty also wants to beat us to this action. Right over that back wheel is Matty Burgess trying to find a way past, but he's still in that third position at the moment. He's going to try come around the outside of Oxley, though, as he comes down that third straight. They're going to go side by side into the final turn. It is Joe that's got this well under control at the moment, though. But the battle is for second position at this stage. It's going to be close, and Matty's going to try and fight it to the line. He's going to steal it on the line over Oxley. Gate drops on our next one, which is going to be Junior Superclass Women. It's going to be Talia, Dusty, Lily and Grace out there. It looks like it might be Talia that's got it over Grace Fielding at this stage, followed by Lily in the third, and fourth is going to go to Dusty. Down that second straight we go. It is still Talia well and truly in the lead at the moment, under control as she powers down that second straight. Fielding's trying to go with her. She knows this track will. She use that to her advantage. Into the ribbon we go. She's really trying to hold on to the backside of Talia there at the moment. But at this stage, it's still Talia that's got the upper hand over at the moment. As they turn and head for home, they're trying to battle this one out, but it is going to go Talia this time. Fielding second. Then we're going to come back to Lily Farrell for the third. Dusty Owens for the fourth. Gate drops in our junior superclass man. It is Headlam, Williams and Russell out there. Strong start by Cruz. Headlam's gone with him, and then it is going to be Billy Russell sitting in the third at this stage. Around the first corner we go, and it is going to be the whole shot Ward going the way of Cruz Williams for this one. Headlam's trying to go with him. He's gone up and over on that one. He's trying to come wave through. It is still going to be Russell sitting in the third, trying to chase down Headlam. He's trying to chase down our race leader, Cruz Williams. Down that ribbon straight we go. Cruz nearly opens up a lead now. He's showing him how it's done. Turns and heads home, and it's going to be Cruz that takes this one out. The battle, though, might be on for second, and Billy's going to try and steal this one over Headlam. He's going to have to fight him back. It's side-by-side action, but Headlam's got him. Superclass men drops, and it is Justin Reese, Darcy, Oliver and Byron out there. They're going to go side by side down this first straight. Oxy's got the inside line over Ollie, but it's going to be Byron Rush that's going to pop up in the first position. The lead's going to Rush. Ollie's trying to fight it back on the inside of Oxley as they go side by side down this pro straight. Oxley's now going to drop back into third as it is Beams that's got his eye on the win on this one. Trying to close down Rush, but Rush is well in control at the moment as they come down the third straight. At this stage, it is still Russ, followed by Beams, followed by Oxley. And it looks like that's how they're going to finish. But I tell you what, Beams has gone hard to the end. Mini Wheelers. All right, looks like our mini wheelers are almost set. We're looking for Lacey. Nope. All right, we're off and racing in this one. I can see Georgina. She's got a strong start down that first straight. Hepburn's gone with her though on the 3-2-2. He's got the inside line. Can he make it work for his advantage? They're going to almost come together on that first straight, but they've held it up. Round the corner we go. It is going to be Hepburn that's going to steal the lead at this stage. Going to try fight it back. It's going to be Georgina. Oh, we got one down in the back. Look out. There's carnage in the back corner there, but going to keep going. It is going to be Georgina that's fighting for the line. I tell you what, it's going to go close. I don't know which way it's going to go. Oh, we're going to have to leave that one to the transponders. And it's going to be a number 67. All right, next one coming through is going to be Waverley on the 33. Oh, that might have been Eleanor Duncombe that went down by the look of it. Here at BMX we breed them tough, and Maddie's teaching that to Eleanor. Come on, Ellie! All right, find that left and right hand and put them together, folks, because she's back up racing. Well done. All the way. Well done. Back to the top of the start. Here we go for cruisers. Gate drops, and it is going to be our 8 to 10 boy cruisers. Geordie, Dougie and Isaiah powering down that first straight. Dougie's found a little bit of an advantage here, and he's going to steal that whole shot advantage over Geordie. So Geordie's going to have to fight this one back. Dougie's been looking for the win all day. Can he hold on to it on this one? And it's going to be Geordie that's going to try fighting back. There's a bit of a lead, though. It's going to be two bikes, so he's going to have to work back on. I'll tell you what, he's got a good little spot here to work into the rhythm section. That 41 bike of Dougie's now going strong down that rhythm section. Not too far behind, though, is Geordie trying to come back, and with Isaiah in the mix as well. But it is going to be Dougie holding on to the lead at this moment. He's got his size set on the finish line, and he's going to go to Dougie, Geordie, Isaiah. It is our cruiser, 15 to 16 girls that are out on track now. And it is going to be Harmony, Chelsea and Emily out there. It looks like it might be Chelsea. It's going to slide up into the lead only just at this stage. Emily all over her back wheel, though, trying to hunt down that lead back. Harmony's also in there in the mix. So I tell you what, it's pretty close on this one as we come down that second straight. But it is going to be Chelsea Tuck out in the lead at the moment on the 181. Right to the ribbon sex we go. There's a bit of a battle now for second place as they both try to chase down that leader. But it is still going to be Chelsea Tuck out in the lead at the moment. Emily to sit in that second position. Turn and head for home, and there's not much in it here as the two of them battle it down the final straight, but it is going to go Chelsea Tuck on this one. All right, we've got Watt, Berry, Sweet, and Mason out on this one. Berry's powered out through that middle section, and he's opened up. It is side by side for our second position at the moment between Sweet and Mason. Both trying to chase down Parker at the moment, but he's out in the lead at the moment as he comes into that ribbon section. Down we go, and it's going to be Sweet that's going to pop up into the second position, Landon in the third. Then we're going to come back and Watt in the fourth. Into the second turn we go. It is going to be 2-2-2 rider. Parker Berry still holding on to the lead at the moment. He goes up and over. Down that ribbon section he goes. It is a fast finishing Landon Mason, though, trying to find a way back into this race as well. Sweet's holding on to second at this stage. Berry's just cruising down that final straight, and he's going to go Berry by the look of it. Sweet's going to try hold on to the second, but only just over Landon Mason. Then we've got Watt in there as well. All right, on this one, it is our 17-24 women, Tonks, Beams, Farrell. It is going to be Beams out in the lead at this stage, followed by Farrell in the second place, Tonk in the third at this stage. Down that second straight we go, and it is going to be easy that she's got this well and truly in the lead at this moment. Knows what she wants, and she now heads to the ribbon section. It is going to be Beams down the 23, powering down that third straight. Not too far behind is going to be Claire Tonks as well in the mix as she comes down the second, trying to close it down. And then we have, Claire Farrell, followed by Claire Tonks. And this one's going to go the way of Izzy. All right, it is our cruiser, 40 to 44 men out on track. Rogers, Williams, Johns, Lorenzo, Pemberton and Oxley out there. Strong start by Cruz, and on the outside it is going to be Oxley and Pemberton as well in the mix. Pemberton's gone low, but it is going to be Cruz that's going to pop up in the whole stride, and then it is a battle for second possession. Joe's got the inside line though, so he's going to get him over Oxley, but only just. There was a bit of a battle there. Oxley's going to try to find a way back in that third. It is still going to be Joe holding on to the second, but it is Cruz that's checked out in the lead. He's got this well under control, turns and heads for home. He knows what he wants, and he wants that win, and it's going to go Cruz for the win. It looks like Joe's going to get the second, then it's going to come back to Oxley for the third. Graham's going to slot in there for the fourth, and it is Lorenzo that's popped up into the fifth at this stage, with Brad settling for six. All right, we're up to our Sprocket Rockets, and there's going to be Belmont, Tilly, and Briley out there. Coming down that first straight, it is going to be Tilly that's going to take this one into the first corner. Round she goes in the lead, and it's going to be her on the 91. What is she? 51 that's going to pop up in the lead. It's going to be the 22 of Belmont sitting in there in the second, then Briley not too far behind on the 81. Tilly, though, she knows this track well as she comes into this river section, coming down through it nicely. Upstanding, pedaling down through that on that DK. Knows what she wants. She heads towards the third and final turn. It is going to go Tilly on this one with Belmont in the second. Then we're going to come back to Briley in the third. And away we go off and racing in our 7 sprockets now. Kai, Liam, Ari and Carson out there. Carson Ryder, though, well and truly in the lead already at this stage. Nice little bit of air by him, too, as he heads down that first straight. Then coming back, and it is going to be Ari Brewer in the second position on that 23. But, yeah, well and truly in the lead, though, is our number 919 rider of Carson Ryder. Coming back to Ari in the second. Then it's going to be Liam and Kai coming in as well in that third and fourth position. Down the third we go. Powering now, opening up a nice little lead over Ari as he works his way through that third straight. All right, it looks like our 919 rider of Kyson's going to take this one out for the lead. Ari sitting there in the second, and it looks like it might be Liam for the third, and it's going to be Kai for the fourth. Away we go on this one. It is going to be our 17-24 women out there, Casey, Hannah and Sarah. Casey comes around the lead at this stage on that number 33. Hannah's going to go with her on the 215. Still trying to close that gap down, but it is well and truly the Pato rider in control of this race. Into the third straight we go, and it is still going to be the 33 rider of Casey Kirkland from Wynyard coming down that third straight. Hannah's trying to close it down, but it is about the similar gap to the last one. It's going to be a lot of work for Hannah to do from here. And heading for home, though, is going to be Casey. Got her eye on the finish line now. She's going to get that win. Followed not too far behind by the 215 rider of Hannah Payton, and then Sarah Rushworth on the 11th. Away we go. It is going to be our, what are we up to? Cruiser, 40 to 44 men by the, nope, I'm on the wrong page. Let's try our 17 to 24 men. Matty Duncan, Brody Jackson, Joel Toon, Clay Irwin, and Matty Hepburn out there. It is going to be Duncan, though, on the 65 out in the lead at the moment over the number 17 rider of Brody Jackson. Then we're going to come back to Clay, I think, in the third, and then it's going to be Matty, followed by Joel there as well. But it is going to be Duncan that takes this one out, followed not too far behind by Brody for the second. Rightio, next one up is going to be 10 girls, Bristol, Macy and Reevy out there. Bristol's powering down that first straight. Reevy's gone with her though, she's not too much far behind on this one as they come around into the second turn. It is though already one rider of Bristol that's going to pop up. Reevy sitting there on the 51 in that second position with Macy in the third on the 808. Into the ribbon section we go though, and it is going to be Bristol there powering down through that. Now really opening up a bit of a lead, as Reevy still tries to go with her, but it is going to be the way they started. It's the way they're going to finish, and this one is going to go Bristol, followed by Reevy, followed by Macy. What are we up to now? It is our 14 boys. By the look of it, it is going to be Headlam and Beach that's gone out in the lead there at this stage, followed by Bailey in the third and Billy Russell in the fourth. But it is going to be Headlam who's going to pop out from the lead. Trying to go with him, though, is Noah sitting in that second position. Bailey's found himself up into third, but I tell you what, Billy's going to fight that one back, and up high-low he goes. Now it is a side-by-side action paddling now for that third position. Bailey's holding on to it only just. Noah's only just holding on to the second at this stage. Headlam well in control at the moment. Oh, it's a bit of a three-way action now for the second. It is going to be Bailey that's now battling this one out. Noah's going to have to work hard to hold on to it. It's going to go Noah, Bailey, Billy. Away we go. It is now our 15 girls out there. Grace, Emily, Izzy, Chelsea, Lily, and Dusty. It's going to be Fielding, followed by Lily, followed by Dusty out there at the moment. Then it's going to come back to Chelsea in the fourth, followed by Emily, I think, after that. And Belle. Fielding those out in front on the 99, though. She comes down that third straight, opens up a bit of a lead over Lily Farrell on the 119. Down into the third and final turn, is heading for home now is Fielding, and she's got her eye set on the lead, and she's got this one done. It's going to go Fielding, followed by Lily, followed by Dusty. Gate drops on 15 boys. It is going to be Berry, Medcraft and Butterworth out there. All three of them are going to go side by side down this first straight, but it is going to be, I think it's going to be Medcraft that's going to pop up. Oh, it's a bit of a battle though for the first place here. It's going to still be a bit of a battle here as they come down this second straight. Looking for moves here is Barry. He's going to slide himself up into the second position. It is going to be the 259 rider, I think, out in front of Nate Medcraft, followed by Barry in the second. Then we're going to come back to Jack in the third. Jack's going to try come under Barry. Oh, great move by Jack as he comes into that third turn. Barry's going to try fight it back, but it's going to go to the line. I think it's going to be Jack just over Barry with Nate taking the win. All right, 8 boys out on track now. It's going to be Jackson, Carson, Logan, and Ethan. There's going to be Logs that's going to come out in that whole shot position. Number 19 bike in control of this stage as he comes into the second. Not too far behind him, though, is going to be the 285 rider of Carson, and then we're going to come back to the 235 rider of Ethan in the third, and then It's going to be Jackson in the fourth as they come into the third straight. It is still going to be that pink pants rider of Logan Chapman on the number 19. Down the third straight he goes, turns and heads home, and then he's going to not too far behind him. It's Carson Tuck trying to find a way to get this one, but it is going to go the number 19 of Logan for the win. All right, action-packed race coming up. It is our 10 boys. Gate drops on a full gate. It is going to be Dougie, Geordie, Logan, Lucas, Vinny, Vito, Lockie, Marty, and Isaiah out there. We'll see who pops up into where, but it is going to be Pemberton, I can see in the second position, but it is going to be our race leader, 7A, Lockie Robinson in the first. Then it's going to be, looks like Geordie's going to slide up into the third position from there. Round we go into the second turn. We're still trying to figure out who our fourth place rider is. It's going to be our 35 rider, which is going to be 55 rider. It must be Logan Tonk sitting there in the fourth. Our leader, though, is still going to be that 7A rider of Lockie Robinson's going to take this one out. Marty Pemberton not too far behind, and we're going to have Geordie come in for the third. Gate drops on our 12 girls. Lillian, Harmony, Charlie, and River out there. They're going to come in tight together into this first corner, and looks like it might be River that's going to pop up in the lead at this stage. Oh, Harmony's made a move into the second. Now she's battling out for the first. It is side-by-side action down this second straight. Great move by Harmony in that first corner. Now she's got work to do as she tries to find a way past River. River's still got the lead at this stage. Harmony's going to keep battling it out in that second position. They start to pull themselves away. And in our third position is going to come back to Lillian sitting in the third, and it's going to be Charlie in the fourth. Round the third and final turn we go. It is going to be River, but I tell you what, Harmony's all over her back wheel, trying to find a way past in that final straight. But it is going to go River for the win. Harmony for second. Third place is going to go the way of Lillian. All right, it's our first gate of 11 boys. Gate drops in this one. It is Fitzy, Willem, Jacob, Nicholas, and Alexander. Strong start by... who's going to be that? It's going to... I can see Sweet's going to try to squeeze his way up into the lead at this stage. Then it's going to come back, and it's going to be our 515 ride of Jacob Fobb sitting in the second position. As they battle it down, it is Sweet that's found his way into the lead at this point in time. Round the corner we go, and it's going to be Fox in the second. We're going to come back, and it's going to be a 38 rider of Alexander Watt. But I tell you what, Fitzy's found a way, and he's come around the outside of him. He's going to steal out that third position. The battle's still on for the lead, though. It is going to be Sweet holding on to it, but only just fast finishing. Oh, I think Sweet might have lost that on the line because he did no effort at all. Second gate of 11 boys out. Rightio, Cameron, Chase, Landon, Matthew, and Harrison out there. It is Landon that's found his way to the front in this race. Looks like Harrison might be swatting up into the second position. Chase, though, is trying to find a way past, but I think he's going to run out of room. Oh, he has been squeezed, but only tight. He's going to get back up, though, and keep fighting this one out. Then our 21 is going to now slide up into the third position. It's going to be Cameron Field, but it is our race leader of Landon out in the front at the moment. Then we're going to come back, and it's going to be Harrison holding on to the second position. 21 rider is going to be Cameron Field in the third. Well done to Chase for getting back up and fighting this one to the finish line, but it is going to go Landon for the win, Harrison for the second. Right, it's our 40 to 44 men out on track. It is Oxley, Burgess, Lorenzo, Johns, and Pemberton. Oxley's got a nice little lead here at the moment as he comes in. He's going to steal that whole shot from Joe. Out in the lead is going to be Oxley. Joe's going to try to fight it back, and Matty wants a bit of the action as well, sitting in that third position. Brad sitting in the fourth, Lorenzo in the fifth. Round the second turn we go. Joe's trying to fight that one back and try to get the win, but it is still Oxley out in the lead at the moment. Joe's got the long way around there side by side now, coming down that third straight. He's got a bit of leg speed on him and he's going to go after high, but Oxley's going to squeeze him out here. It is Oxley in the lead at the moment. Joe's going to try to come down the inside. There's not much in it. There's no room now. He's found a way past though, I think. Junior Superclass women out on track. Lily, Talia, Dusty and Grace. It is Talia now that's showing them how it's done as she powers down that third straight. Grace is going with her. Grace is going to try to close that down, and then I think it's going to be Lily sitting in the third, and then it's going to be Dusty in the fourth. Down this second straight we go. Talia well and truly in control at the moment as she heads into the rhythm section. Can't miss her on that pink prophecy. She powers down that third straight. This is Grace that's gone with her, trying to close it down, and they've opened up a bit of a lead now over Lily, who's sitting in the third. Dusty sitting in the fourth, turning and heading for home now. It is going to be our race leader that is going to be Talia that takes this one out. Gate drops in our junior superclass men. It is going to be Cruz Williams that's got the lead at this stage, followed by Max, followed by Billy. There's Cruz now, though, that's going up a bit of a lead, and Billy's giving Max a bit of a challenge here, and it's going to be side-by-side action for that second position down that second straight. It is Headlam, though, that's going to squeeze back up. Into the second corner we go. He's going to try to squeeze Billy out of it, but Billy's going to fight it back. It is going to be Cruz, though, that's checked out on the lead on this one, and it's going to be Cruz heading into the third and final turn, heading for home. And then it is going to be Max holding on to the second position, only just over Billy. Billy's going to try to come under him, though, and they're going to battle this one out to the finish line, but it is going to go Headlam, Billy. Superclass men drop on this one. We have lost a rider in it, but it is going to be Byron Rush out in the lead at the moment. It's going to be Ollie that's gone with him. I think it might be Reese following the third, and then it is going to be Rush that holds out in the lead at this stage. Rush followed by Beams. Not sure what happened there, but it didn't go the way it was supposed to. By the look of it, as we come around that third turner, it is going to be Byron holding onto the lead at the moment. Beams is going to keep onto that second of this stage. Reese in the third, and he's going to be fourth. Is going to be Darcy, and at this stage, Darcy's going to try and make a comeback, but he's going to be held out by Reese in the third. Darcy for the fourth. All right, riders and race fans, make sure you go get a coffee from out in the coffee van. We've also got the food truck out in the other car park, so there's plenty of options for food. Don't forget about the cake stall that's also running. Chips, drinks, all sorts happening down there at the cake store. So get around it, get some food into you, and we'll see you guys back in racing in 20 minutes.